Hi guys, this is Ray from AppliCad software. During the week I had a question about editing our CAD templates. We've spoken a lot about editing and modifying and creating templates in Microsoft Word, and to some extent I guess you could say we've just about ignored the CAD templates, but the CAD templates are what so many people use, and it's how we've generated reports from within our program for many years. Indeed, since we started. The CAD templates are edited using CAD tools. They are saved as a CAD subfigure, and to access the list of templates you go to Tools, More, Edit User Templates, and all the templates available for use in the software are listed, but be aware that they're not all CAD templates. In my list I've got many more than most of you will see in your list, because I have all these CAD Word templates created in addition to my CAD templates. So for the purpose of our exercise, I'd like to modify a report we call the panel layout. Now by selecting that, it opens up in the CAD program, and it shows us exactly what that template looks like with all the key text strings, and it represents the size of the sheet that it will be printed to. Now in this particular case, the template was designed for a metric A4 sheet, and I want to be able to print this on a letter size sheet. So let's see what the difference in size is by drawing a rectangle the size of a letter size. So we'll start off at 0, 0. That's the origin of the letter size sheet, and I'm going to type in the exact dimensions of a letter size, which is 11 inches times 8.5 inches, and that's the size of a letter size sheet compared with the size of our metric A4, and you can see that the title block falls off the edge. To fix this, it's simply a matter of moving all the information that we have in our template within the extent of a letter size sheet. So what we do is group, stretch, leave everything the same, draw a box around everything we want to move, and so all the points and all the lines and all the text will be selected, and in this case actually so will the line for our 8x11, but that's okay. If I wanted to exclude that, I'd just go to my inline menu and exclude and minimum, snap that point there, and then I don't move the rectangle that represents my page. Once I've finished selecting everything I want, I'll say right click and then yes to that, and then read the prompts. It says locate the initial point, so middle button snap the initial point, and the prompt area, see it's attached to my cursor, and the prompt area then says locate the final point. Middle button snap the corner of our 11 by 8.5 page, and bam, that's exactly on the spot. So once we've got that to the size of our 8.5 by 11, we probably want to make it a little bit wider and take full advantage of the real estate provided by the page, so we just use the stretch again, draw a box around everything we want, and notice it gets the point that defines the end of the line, so that line will move up with it. I'm going to stretch it from initial point, middle button snap there, to middle button snap there, and everything goes up. So now our template is exactly the same size as an 8.5 by 11 page, and when I go to File, Save, the drawing sheet that represents our panel layout has been saved as a figure in the database called roofwiz.dab. Now, something that might be useful for you guys to be aware of if you want to create a template from scratch read the documentation in the AppliCad help files. That will help a great deal. But since I'm here, something that's useful to know is that this diagonal line, if I use the check verify button, it tells us all about it. It's on layer 999, and so by virtue of being on layer 999, the software knows that it's the line that defines the extents of the roof plan. So if we had a roof that sort of fitted across here, like something like that, it would fit within the extents of that line. It would also draw over the top of our sheet list, and that may not be what you require. So something that you might like to consider doing. First of all, what I might do is I might move that from there down to, say, somewhere about here. And then I might use the stretch function and select the end of that line and move it from where it is there to just above the title block, so get right to the edge of the page, and do the same on that end and stretch it from there down to, say, about there. So whatever happens now, I'll just draw a rectangle to show you can see what I'm talking about. Whatever happens now, the roof plan with the panel, the roof plan with the panel layout on it will fit within the extents of our line on layer 999, and so the biggest area of the sheet that will include our roof plan will be that rectangle. So that diagonal line on layer 999 defines the extents of our roof plan, and that's inside the sheet table, so the sheet cuttiness will be listed there. So given that we've done that, you might then decide, hey, you know what, I'm going to move that from here back up to there because it's not going to be overwritten by the roof plan, and if I've got a lot of sheets on this drawing, there's heaps of space for the sheets to draw. But that's an example of the sort of things you might try and do, and be creative, and once you've done it, save it, and then do a simple job like a 4-hip roof or something and practice running the report, and if you're not getting what you want, modify it to suit, and then set it up to be whatever you want. If you need any other help on this, drop us a line or email me, ray@applicad.com, and I'll do my best to help you out. Thanks for paying attention. Have a great day and stay safe. Bye for now.